Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Share the farewell. Oh, let's go over Lisa. You sing back. Roll call, Jesse. Here. Peterson. Bishop. Here. All right. Call us to order. Settle and this fine. The City of Grant abides by the Nebraska Open Meeting Act in conducting business. A copy of the Nebraska Open Meeting Act is on display in this meeting room as required by Nebraska state law, which is on the counter of her. The mayor and the city council reserve the right to enter into closed session at any time during the meeting in accordance with the Nebraska Open Meeting Act, even though the closed session may not be indicated on the agenda. It is the intention of the mayor and the city council to take up items on the agenda in order they are presented. However, we reserve the right to take up matters in a different order to accommodate the schedule of the city council members, persons having items on the agenda, the public. The city of council further reserves the right to adjust the order of the items on the agenda. Anyone wishing to speak during public comment may be limited to 3 minutes per person, with a limit of 2 individuals speaking per topic position. Please come to the podium and clearly state your name and address for the record and the agenda topic you wish to speak on. We are recording this. Did everyone get a chance to review the agenda? Yes.
I would like to make a motion to remove items B and C under new business to after H on the agenda. Otherwise, remaining the same for the October 8th, 2024.
Second.
Andrea moved and Sam second that we move items under new business B and C to after H. Any discussion? Andrea, how do you vote? Yes. Sam?
Yes.
Yes. Motion carried. Review and action of prior meeting minutes, which was September 24th, 2023.
Make a motion to accept the prior meeting minutes for September 24th, 2024 and waive the reading.
Second.
Kimberly moves, Sam second, that we accept the prior meeting minutes from September 24th, 2024 and waive the reading. Any discussion? Kimberly, how do you vote?
Yes.
Andrea?
Abstain.
Sam?
Yes.
I vote yes. Motion carried. Communications, Edward.
All right, we have a couple meetings scheduled. They're going to be after the 22nd, but I want to bring them to your attention. The 28th, I did get quorum for, Monday, October 28th, I did get quorum for the CRA to meet at noon. Send that meeting invite out. And then, as well on Monday, October 28th, the Park and Recs Board will meet at 6 p.m. So 2 meetings that are after the 22nd, I'll mention again in our next meeting, but put them on your radar there. Budget, be here Thursday, right? Audit will be here Thursday. Still budget month, sorry. Audit will be here Thursday, so we'll be taking care of business there. And then, water main break in conjunction with the project with the subdivision. I emailed everyone updates as they came along. 2 residences affected. One was school and one was Archie Silverance. Both have been notified for insurance purposes. The school really was more of a precaution than anything since it's students. And the break has been isolated. We're chlorinating only as a precaution. And then once everything's safe, we'll get to school. They'll be able to start using their water again 2 to 3 days notified. So we've communicated all that with Mr. Jolliffe, superintendent of schools, and Mr. Reisig, and they've done a wonderful job with having some patience and understanding. So as far as a break goes in a construction project like that, it's probably one of the better outcomes. I mean, could have been a lot worse overnight. per se, you know, so, that's the update on that school.
Yep, and I appreciate you communicating it so quickly. Thank you.
I will keep you up to date as more stuff comes along. Now we're just in testing mode and it's for recording.
Perfect. Thank you. Standing committee reports? Andrea?
The cemetery met at 5:15, and I just had bills and claims was all that's on the agenda.
Kimberly? None. Sam?
No.
All right, thank you very much. We received, let's see, enforcement, sheriff, and the water.
Speaking of water, if you look at next week's temperatures, looks like we'll have a few nights on Monday and Tuesday, Sunday night, Monday night, and Tuesday night in the 20s. So we'll be talking about winterization here pretty soon. So, just water wise.
Oh, please note, we accept the reports.
And then one more thing, Madam Mayor, in the whether financial. Jessica's gonna do a financial start.
All right, financials, Jesse.
So, you guys, we had out done in between the items, which you guys were all aware of when we were trying to discuss the items. That's from what was published to in the paper and then, updated stuff that's to the state and we could have copied to the county also. I couldn't believe what there. And through, I think, on the street. So, and then, this is the September 30th unaudited, financial fund. There is a few items in here that may look a little odd because I have to do journal entry to get them interested for the audit. And the airport had a bill that we have found invoice that we sent out that we had to reverse off and we put that October 1st. Good thing. And I think there was one on the expense side, something wrecked, but it was reclassified to one was that we need to finish out project. I just hadn't gotten it posted, I think, properly. All of these. So, otherwise, I think everything was pretty straightforward and unless anybody had questions.
Well, you want to please note, we accept the financials as presented. Any public comment today? Okay, moving on, as there is no unfinished business, we will not do the employee.
No. You guys put in some extra hours over the last couple of days, so I told him I would schedule time for him and you to meet. We can do that.
Well, that works for me. Thank you.
Sorry.
As we stated at the beginning of the meeting, we're moving B and C to after H, so we'll move on to D, which is ordinance number 24/10.01. Would you please read that?
Ordinance number 24/10/01, an ordinance for the compensation of all officers and employees of the city of Grant for the fiscal year October 1st, 2024 through September 30th, 2025, repealing all other conflicting ordinances and conflicting sections of ordinances and providing for their changes.
And this is on the agenda because there was a clerical or miscalculation.
There's a 2-cent miscalculation on the library assistant's wage. 1641, it should have been 1643. And I included the bed sheet.
Yep. Thank you for catching that. Questions about it? You'll have to approve it again.
You'll have to wait for 3 readings. and go ahead and make that.
I'm motion to waive the two readings, warnings for 24 and 01.
Second.
Sam moved, Andrea seconds that we waive the three readings for ordinance number 24-10-01. Any discussion? Sam, how do you vote?
Yes.
Andrea?
Yes.
Kimberly?
Yes.
Motion carried. So now we need to go ahead and, do the ordinance, yes.
Make a motion to approve ordinance number 24-10-01 with the new updated compensation.
Yes. Second.
Sam moved, Kinsey seconds that we approve ordinance number 24-10-01. With the functions being the library assistant page. Any discussion? Andrea, how do you vote?
Yes.
Sam?
Yes.
Kimberly?
Yes.
Motion carried. Okay. All right. Motion and discussion on mayoral wage recommendation. As I had talked to you guys earlier this year, I had recommended Jesse for $1 mayoral merit wage increase. And I would like you to consider that at least. And the reasons for it is she goes above and beyond. I've witnessed her staying after hours, doing work that she's not asked to, like attending library meetings to explain financial processes. And if you wanted, I could give you an hour's worth of examples that are similar, that Jessie goes above what is in her job description.
If you so choose to make that motion this evening, also need an effective date for that. Well,
What's your recommendation for the effective date?
Yeah.
Okay.
We want to
September 29th.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Yeah, September 29th.
Reflect what the ordinance is.
I also started working late just the other day. So. I'll make a motion to accept the merit wage recommendation of $1 an hour for treasurer for effective September 29th, 2024.
Sam moved, Kelly seconded to accept the merit wage recommendation of $1 effective September 29th, 2024 for Jessie in her position. Any discussion? Kimberly, how do you vote?
Yes.
Sam?
Yes.
Andrew?
Yes.
Motion carried. All right. For our next item, I recommend we, for the protection of the public interest for the potential purchase of property, that we go into executive session. Then this would be Dr. Kohlblazer's request to be placed on the agenda.
Who would you like for that meeting?
Council, Dr. Kohlblazer, our lawyer, and the city superintendent.
It's a move that motion.
Second.
Andrea moves, Sam second, that we go into executive sessions.
Madam Mayor, sorry, Andrea, does your motion reflect Zoom 714?
Yeah.
Thank you. Andrea moved that we go into executive session at 7:14. For the protection of the public interest for potential purchase of a property with council, city attorney, and city superintendent, and Dr. Kohlblazer. Any discussion? Oh, wait, yeah, here, yeah, any discussion? Kimberly?
Yeah.
Sam?
Second.
Andrew? Motion carried. We are in executive session.
You can sit in front of Tana.
No, hard.
It was just so like. Oh, I can still copy those, so.
It can't be much on what was out there.
Yeah. On my own.
Move we come out of executive session and it is,
Henry moved to come out of executive session at 8:05. Sam second. Any discussion? Kimberly, how do you vote? Yes. Sam?
Yes.
Andrew?
yes.
Motion carried. Action and discussion on a request to be placed on the agenda for potential parking lot project. Dr. Colbert presented in executive session.
Move the city of Grant to purchase the. Do you have a legal description for this? Oh, how should I put it? I guess thought of that. Should I put it in the legal description?
Mhm.
Yeah, real quick. Or even just the address, I don't know what the address is in there.
Sorry, I just thought of that.
Over onto Central Avenue. Lots 11 and 12, block 21, Original Town.
Because I like 11 and 12.
Block 21. Original Town Grant.
The city of Grant purchased 402 Central Avenue, lot 11, 12, block 21, original town of Grant, Perkins County, contributing $30,000 to the purchase, authorizing one to do the purchase agreement and Lisa to do the signing.
Andrea moved. Kimberly second. With the city of Grant contribute $30,000 for the purchase of 402 Central Avenue, lot 11 and 12, block 21, original town Grant of Perkins County. Our lawyer to do the purchase agreement and Lisa to the mayor to sign. Any more discussion?
I just think it's good to have the parking lot downtown for the good of the community. And we do have funds to support it in the budget.
Any more discussion? Sam, how do you vote?
Yes.
Kimberly?
Yes.
Andrew?
Yes.
Motion carried. Did you get all that, Jeff?
I think so.
Thank you, Dr. Colblater, for presenting. Thank you, council, for considering, and this was a very hard decision. Do we need to take a break before we go to the next agenda? Action and discussion. A request be placed on the agenda for the ball field restroom project. Janitor, are you gonna join us, introduce yourself?
I am Janice Turner. Hopefully it's okay, well, hard to good like the profit. So first, thank you for allowing me a moment during your meeting to speak. The reason I'm here is to discuss, the ball field. So the bathrooms have been in position for quite some time. Hopefully provided air protected, right? There are pictures, of the,
Head two that would not open.
okay.
At the outside. Instead
And I do have, yeah, I know.
I all know the conditions, so it doesn't.
Okay.
Well, then,
So, good. Sorry, I just didn't know why I was
okay.
Um.
I was afraid it was a virus too, so.
I
I know you will, but
but these bathrooms are not just used by our residents, and the county residents, they're also used by people who come to town to watch their grandchild or, family member play. And, I have seen firsthand that people would rather use the outside area of the bathroom to do their thing, or miss part of their child's game or grandchild's game and come down. In the discussion, and I know you guys are all aware of this, but just for those in attendance, I know that the first issue is that this is not a city-owned property, that it is county-owned. And I know you guys have, previously discussed improvements to the council. And investing that much time into a property you don't own, I completely understand that concern. With this ownership also, causes issues when applying for. So how did we get past this barrier? A group of representatives from the city, the county, and local community met for some discussion and really great collaboration. And feel free to jump in if I miss what to speak. Including myself, a representative of the community, and a newly formed group that we created called the Field and Dreams Committee. Nicole Jaden, the Park and Rec member, Mark Bottom, the county commissioner, and Ed, the city superintendent, and Lisa Schmidt, the city mayor. The purpose of this meeting was to participate in an active discussion to resolve, or at least, the very least, find a workaround for the issue. So the first was the interlocal agreement. I'm just going to kind of touch on everything that we discussed on that meeting. I know that you kind of brought this up the last meeting, but the discussion there was to add some verbiage to give that security to the city, that should the county end the interlocal agreement, the county would be responsible for the depreciated value of the updates. It was also discussed that the possibility of the county pitching in on the new, funds for a new facility, but Mark was going to take that back to the county commissioners. And he did send a follow-up email, and I believe you were on it too, to both the city and county attorneys to initiate amending that interlocal agreement. So that's kind of the first hurdle. The second is the current bathrooms, as you can see. The city council budgeted $10,000 to repair the current facilities, including adding sinks, replacing toilets, paint, new roof, so on and so forth. In addition, renting 2 porta potties. While I appreciate this effort, we would like to present a different option. And so in your packet, you'll see some photos and information on a portable double private toilet stools. Now, these normally sell for about $7,000. However, on Facebook Marketplace, go on social media, Breon Griffin found the one that you see here. These are located up by Albion, which is where my parents live, and my dad, I had him go up and inspect it just to confirm, because you need to follow social media. And the seller is selling these for $2,500. Just to note, there is a single option available. And just for transparency, my dad did notice, you'll see a picture of it in the packet. A small stripe on the one side. The seller was willing to come down $100 for that. You will also notice that these have rectangular or regular ceramic toilets and sinks. In each stall, they hook up to the water and sewer on the back, with the inlet pipe for connection to water supply and 2 pipes connecting to the sewage or septic tank, whichever you choose. They have a steel frame and their insulated wall and roof, and they have an anti-slip coat.
There is also a light and fan included in there in each stall, and they be able to be moved by a forklift. You can see those little buttons on the bottom. Now I propose, or we propose that instead of taking the $10,000 to make updates to the existing bathroom, that may eventually be torn down, hopefully with it, in addition of a new facility in the future, that we consider this option. Our collaborative group discussed purchasing this portable facility with the budgeted money, tearing down the old bathrooms and placing this on that cement pad and hooking it up to the electric, water, and sewer that's being placed with the location. I also want to add that since these are portable bathrooms, this facility can be moved to other areas when needed. So think of like the 4th of July when we have that big crowd down there, you know, if needed, it is a possibility that you could move it and put it down there so that people would maybe have an option for bathrooms on the south side of the park or something. But this is very versatile. We do have the option to move it to not just have it located just at the ball field. You know, kind of more bang for your buck, you know, to be used. Or even at the fair, you could hopefully work with the fair board. I know that they rent 2 porta potties there. They could also use this someplace if needed and we weren't currently using them. So it expand more than just to the ball fields. And I think that this would be a better option for the city's budget money. And then the remaining, the remaining money could be towards the new funds with the county. And that leads me to the third item that we discussed, which was a location of a new facility. A new facility is needed. That's kind of the main goal here. This is kind of a temporary fix. Those portable bathrooms was just a temporary fix. And we thought about the new facility kind of expanding the focus audience on more than just those ball activities. And I know we're at the very beginning stages of that location, but we did talk about, you know, a location that can be used by the ball fields, the fair, you know, all those locations or all those areas, so that it's more than just one experience. And we plan to meet again and include somebody from the fair board at our next meeting, which I believe is in November. Yeah. So that everybody has a seat at the table, everybody's well represented, and we can get ideas and maybe he has a problem with that location just to make it convenient for everybody. But that's usual. We did also recently, as I mentioned, create that group, which consists of community members, both city residents and county residents, since this is, you know, county-owned property, to help in whatever capacity, kind of like the cool committee, and raising funds or getting the word out there, talking to, you know, businesses to help lend their expertise to help get that new facility built. And I do want to mention too, that we did discuss in our meeting all the current improvements that are going to have happened or are going to happen at the ball fields, including the shade structures, the trees, the wooden poles that are used as a barricade, and the dugouts. And I really do, after that meeting, I was very, I felt very positive, and I think you kind of had the same, you know, emotion that, you know, our ball fields, we are building a better facility out there, and all those improvements I don't think it's very well educated out to the public that you guys are making a difference out there. And I hope that with our community, we can share that information, because it will show that you guys are making an effort to improve that. I do appreciate it. And just like the pool, you know, we want this area to be welcoming, to be enjoyed by all, whether they live here or they're just coming to visit our towns. The ball field is more than just about baseball. It's used 8 months out of the year between soccer, fall and spring, baseball, flag football. I mean, it's you know, very well used. Yeah. And the tournaments that we have the Tri-County League, we have the Win Bat tournaments, which brings people even from other states. I think we have people from Wyoming. We don't want them to see that facility, kind of like our old pool, you know, have those memories in them, you know, and those people that leave. And I know I've heard from people from other communities, so that's the first thing they say is, oh my gosh. So we need to have a decent place for people to go to the restroom. And I just ask you guys to consider this option. More than portable bathroom stalls as a temporary resolution to the current issue, but I also challenge all of us city, county, our committee, our small group that met, and just the community members that are listening, to continue to collaborate together to improve this area, not just limiting to the bathrooms, but to the larger development. You know, we've already had too much division in our society that children see, and I think if they were present at our meeting, they saw some great collaboration between all of us, and I felt really good about that, and I hope we can keep moving forward. And make this a great place. Thank you guys for your time.
I had a question. Do you know how these are anchored?
I don't, but I can find out, from him.
I'm just thinking since they're from Nebraska, they
Yeah.
probably can withstand the wind, but I
Yes.
don't, I hate to assume.
I thought that they were bolted down, but I will ask him, and he did, I just talked to him again today, he does have these on hold for us. For sure the double one, you know, I just threw out the single one just so that you knew that was available. And like I said, I know that the other, like, if you search on the internet, there's so many grants, so I was kind of wondering why he was only being so cheap. But, you know, having that validation from my dad kind of, okay, these makes sense.
You only have one double.
Only one double.
We see.
Just one. I think it's like 1,800, don't quote me on that, but I can look on Facebook, Marketplace, and I can reach out to him. I did not have my dad look at that one, but you know, it's right around this thing. And he is willing to haul it. He did not give me a quota for this on that, but you know, we know those traders. If it's not harvested. Maybe. But,
The arm twisting.
yeah.
No, my son's doing one.
Yeah, that's-
Oh,
I have told him that already.
So what I'm hearing is we need to get back to him.
Yes, because he does have this on hold for us.
Well, $2,400, we double our current bathroom facilities. You know,
You're thinking of replacing,
Yes.
putting this on the old.
I would not do that.
You would not.
No, we'll put it right behind the other one to start, and then I would double it. Now, I would anchor it right behind it and kind of the existing line. I think that would be easier and better.
But is there some, because we would have to level that out. right?
We would have to do a little bit of dirt work
Okay,
behind there, but there is a clean out that is right there that the
Okay.
guys use anyways, that we could tap into with a
okay,
tank.
that's the.
Section T, electric's right there,
Okay,
water's right there,
okay,
and that would leave us a little bit budget. And to do some minor
Yeah.
improvements if we're gonna leave both.
Well, if we leave both, we could get this, we could double it, we still have over $7,000, $7,600 we could use for current. In fact, if they had two of these, I'd buy two of them. Because then we can triple our facility, and still have almost $5,000 we could put in our.
Say they were brand new.
$7,000 is what I searched.
I mean, like.
I know. I mean, we could even buy two of them brand new, and still have, we can still have some money left over, not much, but.
Yeah.
I think if we get it, we tie in right behind it, we double our current facility. If you can find another one, then I would actually be okay with buying two of these.
Okay.
Especially since we can move it to more than one spot.
Do you want me
Yep,
to have the single one?
$1,800 when I can double for 24.
I can,
Yeah, I can justify doubling it for 24 and tripling it for 48.
Okay.
With 1,800, one more, I don't think that's purchase price.
it's on the release.
Mobility of it only becomes an issue if we're replacing it, because it would have to tie into a sanitary.
Oh, I get it, yeah, I,
Be somewhere, so we would have to do some infrastructure improvements as far as wherever we put it.
it's gonna have water, it's gonna, I get it.
Like right now, like we couldn't put it in,
Right, yeah,
we'd have to build a clean out up, so we'd have somewhere for the sanitary.
Yeah, I totally get that, I know there has to be infrastructure. for that.
The sanitary is gonna have to down there then too.
Yeah.
I mean, if you do.
Right,
Maybe not.
but we're building a new subdivision, and we're putting a new park in there, and we can put one in there, while we're already digging up the ground.
Okay,
So, I mean,
yeah.
I would like to get two of them. $4,800.
You can reach out to me about the worst.
I don't know if we can afford to get somebody that does that too, but, I mean, I think we can triple our facilities and we still have $5,200 to work on our old thing. And I think that would do,
three of them, we would most definitely have to put in a new septic tank.
I was gonna say,
We would have to increase the capacity of the septic tank.
You mean the current one and then two additional?
Yeah, the current one and two additional ones we would have to.
So for now, we could get one for now and then.
$2,400? Yeah, double our current thing and use the extras. $7,600, right? For improving our current facility.
Well, I mean, and, I mean, I would, you know, throw out there that to not use all that money, if eventually
Yeah.
we're gonna build a new one with the county and we could possibly put some of that money then as our.
Well, I think we
But
could
I
definitely,
did donation to it and then the county was,
right,
you know, on board, right, to put money in there to build that facility. And that facility that we talked about right now, the projected, you know, location would be between or behind the projection board that was just placed. And then it could plumb into the city is what the thought was for that new location, just as a FYI.
could we do 3 more on our septic tank, or it's 2 more than max?
One more
One,
is the max.
He's talking a single, or he's
Single.
talking like 3
Yeah.
total, like the double and the.
Double and single.
I'd have to ask. I'd have
so
to
where
ask
would
Bill
you,
on
would you
that.
put that single just right next to that then too?
Yeah, I would just anchor it right to it, and then I would, if we could do it with the current septic system, and then I would offer to see if you would go.
And-
Well, on a single,
Single,
I
and
know he said that, I know when I talked to him, when we talked about this, it was, we're gonna be close with adding 2 more, so I don't know about another single one.
so I think if this current septic can hold it, I would, and we can get it for 1,200, then I would, that's half,
right,
price of a double, so I would say the current septic, I would get 3. And if it can't, then we just stick with the double. That would,
Is that your motion?
okay, yeah, I'll make a motion to buy, the double for $2,400.
Okay.
And a single for $1,200 if the current septic system can handle the 3 facilities.
Plus tax, right? 24 and 12 plus.
Sure, plus tax.
No.
No, is it says tax?
Well, not
Tax, okay.
No, no,
Okay.
plus, I'm sorry, yeah, trouble.
and I don't know the amount. If, I mean, do you want me to ask him about that, or we?
Well, I asked him, but the other thing is like, we don't know if we can actually purchase it because we don't have to dig up a second tank.
Right,
So
if it's the double one, we would be able,
I think we get the double for sure, 100%, get the double, tied into our current system. And then anything left over, we can use to either repair our current one.
We're good for.
Yeah, or we're probably gonna need a little bit of funds to anchor it.
Yeah.
So figure out what we need to anchor, yeah.
right, and probably the durable too.
Well, yeah, whether or not we're just gonna set it on the dirt, or whether we're gonna, or not on the dirt, sorry, substrate, or whether we're gonna pour a pad.
Yeah.
Or anything like that.
Sure.
I think Bill's probably gonna recommend pouring anyways. Even temporarily,
Okay.
because they look.
Yeah, so when did you know on the septic
I
tank?
can talk to him
or-
Thursday.
Okay, yeah, cause I can, and then, as far as my communication with him, do you want me to just give him your number? Do you, like, how do you want, right now, I'm kind of just in the middle person.
Hmm. That's fine, yep,
Okay.
just send my email and all that information, and. You know. You guys will see it, bills and claims.
So Sam has moved to purchase the double for 2,400, a single for 1,200 plus cost of placement. What's yours?
Second,
Andrea seconds that. Any more discussion?
Hey, so if we can't get the single, I mean, because of the septic, then do I have to come back and prove this all I did, or?
No,
are
we
we
just
good?
buy the double.
So that's, okay.
No.
Safe.
Oh, yes.
oh, yeah.
I can get you that when you want that. Yeah, I thought it was. Get you his name. His name's Kyler Buck. Kyler and then space BUCK. But he's a private or.
Ever?
Hi.
I love
Yeah.
Any more discussion? Kimberly, how do you vote?
Yes.
Sam? Andrea?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thank you guys.
Well, thank you for
Yeah.
doing the research. I love it when,
They bring out that.
the community chips in that
Yeah,
we make a better.
and that's what we're like, you know. So, thank you guys, I appreciate you, I'll talk to you, and.
Yep.
Okay. H, action and discussion on approval application for the new statement program. At Red West Central Nebraska Development District. I think this is the.
Second year for this process, they took care of taking applications and then they put them in a scoring matrix. Present them to the board of directors and the board of directors then decides who gets usage for the grants.
So this is just an application. I don't need to sign anything. right?
Say that again.
Do I need to sign anything? Okay, it's just the application, just like it is.
What this is, they'll need a copy of the meeting minutes, just outlining your motion to move forward with the applications.
Just moving forward with the nuisance application.
Make a motion to move forward with the nuisance application through West Central Nebraska Development District.
Okay, can we move, Andrea, second, that we move forward with the application for the nuisance abatement program with by West Central Nebraska Development District. Any discussion?
Yeah, I was gonna say that this program will work out very well. for the City, Sarah's provided the property in which themselves, we have not that I'm seeing any. I think it's very successful.
I agree. We'll help see our community. Looking. All right, any other discussion? Andrea, how do you vote?
Yes.
Sam?
Yes.
Yes. Motion carried. And now we shall move to B, new business B, action and discussion on city superintendent resolution.
Mark Herring, Mayor, Mr. Schmidt, Council President Andrew Bergman, Councilmember Billman, Councilmember Sims, and Councilmember Peterson. It's with a mixture of gratitude and sadness that I submit my resignation from the position of city superintendent, effective as of the date agreed upon. Mayor and city council in this meeting, and everybody saw the October 8th, they freaked out, but it's just the date worth of this meeting. After over 5 years of dedicated service, I have decided to pursue new opportunities and challenges that align with my personal and professional growth. Serving as a city superintendent has been one of my most rewarding experiences in my career. I'm incredibly proud of the progress we've made together enhancing our city's infrastructure, improving public services, and fostering a sense of community. Support and collaboration from the city council, staff, and residents have been instrumental in achieving our shared goals. I'm deeply grateful for the trust and confidence you have placed in me throughout this tenure. The relationships I have built with colleagues and community members will always hold a special place in my heart. I've learned and grown immensely, both personally and professionally. I'm thankful for the opportunity this role has provided. As I transition out of this role, I'm committed to ensuring a smooth and seamless handover. I'm more than willing to assist in any way possible to facilitate the transition process and support the incoming superintendent. Please let me know how I can be of assistance during this period. Thank you once again for this incredible opportunity to serve our city. I look forward to staying in touch and witnessing the continued growth and success of our community. With heartfelt appreciations and good stuff. This was not an easy decision. It happened rather quickly. I had no intentions of leaving the city. I was approached by the board after 2 failed applicants. Jokingly, I thought, and then I had a phone call from the board chair that said she was given permission to offer me the job, and I saw that as a door opening, and I walked through a door when I took the job, and I'm gonna walk through this door now. It was with prayer and time with my family. Again, I don't know how else to say it. I truly appreciate working with each and every one of you. I'm sorry that Tierney isn't here this evening. Donna, thank you. Jesse, I told the mayor this. I was way more nervous to tell Jesse than I was to tell Lisa.
Did you make her cry?
I know, but I about me. Yeah. Not much.
I understand, I understand. Thank you for being our city superintendent. I appreciate your.
I shared with the mayor sort of, per my contract, I'm required to give 60 days notice. I'm gonna ask my last day be November 30th, that is 60 days from October 1st, when I did notify you and the board, mayor and the board. I've also provided the mayor with sort of a tentative outline between now and then. Spoken and agreed upon that, so I think that, all things considered, over the next 60 days, we can find a successful applicant, get them in place. And if that does not happen, I'm willing to continue past November 30th date. The board chair has also granted me that I need to be available after November 30th. This will be a lot easier for the person who comes in. They will not have to drink from the fire hydrant like I did.
And since he's been here, has wrote not SOPs, but something similar to SOPs for all the different jobs and stuff that he does, so the next person would have some guidance on how it could be.
I understand the difficulty of sometimes making leaps and transitions. Should our work win?
Not moving. You don't get rid of me that easy. I'll be a resident of Grant until they put dirt on me at every cemetery or out of Fort McPherson, one or the other. Then my life's still up. At the anniversary, we celebrate our 20th anniversary on the 19th. There's my shameless plug.
All right, what do you need from us? You need something further.
So you would need to make a motion and approval, and then as to the effective date for the 60 days. Whether you accept it from the date of the correspondence or whether you accept it from today at the.
If we need to discuss those, in this meeting more discussion. No, I don't know if we need to as well.
I guess I just asked what 60 days are like. I mean, said you guys had worked out.
So
So what is it work? What does worked out mean?
3 days in office here,
2 days there.
2 days there, and then switch, so 3 and 2 and 2.
And when does that start?
Starting Monday.
It started Monday?
And then that also includes Saturday, so it's technically 3 and 3 on.
Yeah,
Saturday.
it'll be basically 3. If the council wishes.
And again, I can certainly go past the November date. I can be given that grace period by the West Central Board. So if you need 60 working days, we can do that. So.
Tona, in the contract where it says 60 days and he's really only working part-time, do we need to go into executive session?
We make a motion to enter into executive session at 8:30. Council and city attorney for the purpose of
Protection of public interest related. Or prevention of needles injury, protection of individuals.
Yes, so sorry, council mayor. Yes, senator. Please.
Kimberly has moved, Sam has second that we go into executive session at 8:30. Did you say 7 or 8:37? 8:37. Any more discussion? Andrea, how do you vote?
Oh, yes.
Sam,
Yes.
Cameron,
Yes.
motion carried. We're in executive session at 8:37.
You guys got a problem. There isn't exactly says it out there. Carbon monoxide, and then motors are running out there. Then we come in here and I can smell it. It's a safety factor, it better be taken care of. And Jesse sat out there with me too. There's motors running and we got carbon monoxide. That's up to you to get it straight.
Do we have carbon monoxide detectors?
We do, it's in the office.
We do have.
Yep.
There.
No, it's in the office. Carbon monoxide. And it's worse in the office than it is in the hallway, so that's why it's in the office, not the hallway.